Hello my fellow gamers, Simple Geek Gaming, and welcome back to another episode from the Modern World Magic server. And the first thing you may be noticing, my mechanism setup just behind us looks a little bit different after the last episode. Well, that is down to one main blooming reason. It is because after we had it all set up and we thought we had it running, thought we had it all working perfectly, doing a few more tests, just making say some enriched alloy or whatever you want to freaking call it, put it in the system, said I wanted to say 10 of that. It made it, dumped it back into the system, but as soon as I went into here, and obviously checked the crafting status thing, and looks like we're still making loads of stuff in here, which still hasn't even been done. It was just a case of it didn't register, and I think I'm going to have to cancel that one just for the time being. I don't need to look in that, so yeah, it's a little bit strange. Right, cancel that anyways. Yeah, it was just not picking up, so I had to basically completely strip it down and start again from scratch. And as for what I was saying in the previous episode where I couldn't get mechanism working with AE, well, I haven't got a clue why that wasn't in. Even though it was only in a created mode, just a created test world, I still don't know why it wasn't. Somehow I've got it working and it all works brilliant. So even now, say I want some alloy, let me say I want 10 of these, go like that. Ah, it's already got loads of them in, does it? Oh yeah, just need to do that, and it should be pumping that into there, like so. So it all works absolutely brilliantly. And these things here, these are pumping in this case one here, it's pumping in these compressed redstone, and these ones up here are making this one itself is, as you can see, compressed redstone. So yeah, it looks stupidly complex. I had a few little issues here and there, especially look if you see here. We've got an interface and a storage bus. That is primarily down to the fact that, obviously, as you know, dense cables, 32 channels. When I got up to here, I kind of hit the limit. So I thought, okay, try the dense cable. Try this, just see what happens. And it worked. So I had to do it on both this one and this one here, just so we could get it. And from what it now says, look at this. It says 30 channels, even though we're using around about 40. So fun times. And we've still got to do the process setup in this corner, you know, for the thermal machines. And we're not probably going to have that many machines, and the server is just reset. Fun for me. So I'm back in 2 minutes. As I was saying, I'm not entirely sure exactly how many machines we're going to be putting on this one. Maybe a few magma crucibles, induction smelters, and also maybe a few sawmills, but apart from that, I can't really think of much else. Either way, when it does happen that we do need more and this thing is completely full up, I may just have to dig out a new room underneath the wire room, which is completely non-existent of wires, because as you know, all we got down here is this thing here, and yeah, not much else. So yeah, that is going to be a fun day when it does happen. But anyways, what is it that we're going to be doing today? Well, you may be wondering, what have we got? Some building guides set out here. Well, that is going to be the location of the processing room, and the idea of it is, it looks like your simple rectangle, but we've got some weird shaped ones. These are just merely guides because we want like a sloped sort of angle on the outside, so it looks all curved and it looks a little bit fancier than, say, the power room that we have is just normal straight block of glass. So this is going to be really interesting to me. I've still don't know how deep I'm gonna put it, nor how many deep storage units I'm going to have to place in here, but I can imagine it might be a lot, but when that happens, we'll come to it. So anyways, first thing we got to do is build the glass thing round, get rid of all the water inside, and then dig out all the ground underneath. And that is going to be so fun. So as one thing I'm thinking here, I don't know when I'm going to do a time lapse for this. If I do, it'll be fun. If not, see you back in a bit. So, as you can see, look at what we have here. One ginormous, big, empty, blooming room that we're going to be intending to use for our storage. Yeah, and first thing you may be thinking is, this is ginormous. What the hell are you going to be putting in here? Well, it's just going to be like deep storage units and a few other things we'll get onto in a minute, but part of me's thinking I may have gone a little bit overboard with the size, and it's a little bit too late to go back now, unless, how could I put bluntly, I'll go find a backup and then re-upload that to the server, which could mean you could be down for another few hours, and yeah, it's not something I really intend to want to do. So I think we're going to have to like it. Though when it's finished, I reckon it will look a hell of a lot better. And secondly, you may be wondering what has happened to that time-lapse footage you said you're going to use. Well, after recording the footage I was intending to use, looking back at it, I thought, I'm not too sure, because quite a bit of it is changing from light to dark. Other bits is like really dark and you can't really see much of it. So on that note, I just thought, nah, we're not really going to use it. So that might make our episode a little bit shorter, but I'd rather have quality over just throwing any old stuff into the episode. So yeah, one blooming storage room. The one really weird thing that happened is once we dug out this room, is when I got into this space here, even though you're not seeing it now, I was getting a poisonous effect, hunger, mining fatigue 3, God only knows what freaking negative buffer effects. It was awful every time I walk into these spots. And when I came onto the server earlier on today, I just walked into the spot and I thought, okay, let me just press the S7 and then see what happens. So I placed down my torch, and next thing you know, the whole area just lit up in flames. And I kid you not, that is actually what happened. Part of me wishes I got a screenshot of it so I could actually put an image of it, but you just have to trust me word. I have no idea what the hell it was from, what mod caused it. Part of me thinking maybe in a bad area from Formcraft, but I have absolutely no bloody idea. Yeah, I think we're just going to leave it at that. So yeah, one of those weird things I just don't really want to think about. So anyways, what the hell are we going to be putting in terms of how we're going to set it all up? The basic thing is like, you know, all the deep storage units we have right at the spawn base. Well, we're going to be using those, and we've got the idea of, like, I was originally thinking of putting the stuff in this wall with like the crafting monitor, just so we could get easy access of it, and then possibly have a little block of the said item below or just above the storage unit. But I'm thinking I might go kind of one better on that, but after that, after thinking we could go back here, that means I have to dig out more stone and stuff, which I don't really fancy doing, especially with the fact that I had to lower down the floor another one just to make sure we wouldn't touch the sand. So I thought, on that note, we could push the wall forward. In this case, we've done it about 3 to 4 blocks forward, so we have all the cables and stuff here, and then we got walking room in between the walls and stuff. So I think that might be better. And the really interesting thing that I've actually thought of doing is, like, obviously we have like the deep storage units. So in this case, like 1, 2, 3, and then 4 goes up to here, and then in between each of the blocks, I'm thinking we're going to be having these things here. Let me just try and go into the applied logistics, and yeah, we're going to be using more channels because we've already gone ahead and made like another quantum field ring ready to go. So which one is it? It's I think it's one of these panels, like illuminated panels. These I don't think are too easy to make. I think, are they the ones that actually display the data? No, it's these ones, storage data. Oh yeah, this one's the ME storage data. So can we actually make one? Oh, bright illuminated thingy, blah blah. Is that right? Make sure I'm trying to find the right one. And we want one level emitter. Let me just make one of these. Throw that in there. Where are you again? Where are you again? Let's do that. Do that. So we got one of them. Still need to make a pattern for those. I can do that in a minute. Oh, I might as well go and get some cable as well. Cable. Cable. Should be fine. We'd probably just have to make much more of it. And I think one thing that I really do need to make is that blooming seed generator machine majiggy. Yeah, it's definitely something we're going to have to make. Right, so the idea is on both both below and above it. It's just a case of below is the one the deep storage unit is going to be working for. It's a case of the cable there, and then this one here with like obviously whatever wall design we're going to be having, and that's going to be displaying what we have in the deep storage unit. Apart from, even though we can right click and see what's on here, I'd rather have have the ability to actually just look there and not have to click. So I think that might work, though the fun task for me is working out how much blooming cable, and God only knows how many of these blooming panels I'm going to need. Because back at spawn with these deep storage units, I'm thinking we had around about 60 plus, something around that region. So I think we've got more than enough space for everything. So it's just a case of now getting all the patterns done, getting everything crafted. And first things first, we need to move the deep storage units from spawn to here. I think that might take a little bit of time. God only knows how many trips. And one other thing, I need to make sure my inventory is completely and utterly empty of all the random junk that we do not need. And I know for a fact we won't need, so we don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that. Cobalt can go in there because we don't need to make any of this. So yeah, it's going to be some fun and games for me. So first thing I'm going to do is the deep storage units. And then obviously I'm going to get the quantum field ring up and ready to go. And then when we come back, we've got the fun task of wiring. So see you in a bit. Now you can see it's slowly taking shape, though the thing will not be hooked up to the system until, how could I put it bluntly, all the items that we have in the system itself, i.e. in the drives, will be in the deep storage. In this case, all the ores, such as the iron, the yellowite, all the normal stones, like obviously the smooth stone, all the gravel, every single type of block we can think of will be going into deep storage. Then everything else that you see down here, say this case, the amber or the coal, will be going into the drive just for the hell of it. And then we just have like a screen just to tell us exactly how much we've got. And that is the bit that's going to make this thing look absolutely amazing. So first things first, we have to set this thing up. And I've already gone ahead and made everything, plus we've already gone ahead, and as you can see, if we just go across here and try not to glitch out with one of the glass blocks, we set up yet another quantum field ring, which is absolutely amazing. We've still got to hook that up just yet, but oh my god, this is getting blooming real. So what we need to do is blah 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 blah. We need to grab ourselves some cables. So we want maybe a few stacks of that. We want some blue cable as well. We don't want any of that cable. Yeah, we do. We need some light blue cable. And then what colour shall we go for first? Out of this, because the blue cable here, that is obviously for the monitors. So I'm thinking we might go for cyan. So yeah, that'll be a fancy type of colour. So let me just grab our memory card and do save them settings. So we're good to go for that. We got any normal cable that's actually cyan colour? Aha, jackpots. Do we need any? Yeah, I think we don't need too much. We can just use normal fluids colour. We only need the cyan colour just so it knows which one it's going to. So first thing we've got to do is, if we just fly over here, we just try and dig some out. Must be pickaxe, almost dead as per blooming usual. Right, let's just go like that. Dig a few over across. And where is our light blue? Now it's the case. Okay, 1 and 2. We put on our P2P tunnel, which is still in the freaking system. Always forgetting stuff. Right, P2P. Did I? I'm sure I made an absolute ton of them. Okay, maybe not. Let's just make some more. Right, I'll just make about 10 more just for now. We only need the one. I think 4 should be 4 should suffice. Throw them back in there because we don't need that for the time being. And I'm also trying to get this little segment done as quick as possible, because E3 is currently on at this present point in time, and the next conference that is going to be held is going to be EA. So I'm quite intrigued just to see what exactly they're going to have on that one. So I think we might actually need some dense cable. We can't just route it all with normal single cable. So I think on that note in mind, let me just go like that, place the PCP here like so, and is that the cyan one? No, it's light blue. Bollocks, that's the wrong bloody colour. Yeah, wrong blooming colour. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I can never get these blooming things right. Wrong one. Right, cyan, 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 cyan. Let's grab you and throw you there. We got all our monitors as well. Let's grab about half here. I think that should suffice. And my god, how much junk have I got in here? It's just absolutely unbelievable. Right, take two. Right, first things first. P2P's there. Cyan goes like that. And then we just need to load the settings, though that'll invalid machine. So that'll be done once it's all connected up. So first things first, connect all these up like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the next job will be to get rid of all of these. Where's my pickaxe? Again. Get rid of that one, get rid of that one. 1, 2, 3. Now we just need some blue cable. Like that. Because obviously we want all the system is nice and blue. Then some fluids one just here. Let's just hook you up like that. And that should be like that, because that is where we're going to have some anchors, which I've yet again forgotten to get. And where the hell is that? Right. Go like that, and then just a case of get round on this side if I don't get stuck and completely glitch out. Some storage monitors. So 1, 2, 3. First 3 in. Now we just need some anchors, just so we don't get all of them stuck and they don't how can I put bluntly, screw up. So anchors. Just grab a whole stack. So we know we're going to need an absolute ton of them. So anchors. Go like you. Go there. Go like that. And go like you. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to be like the same sort of process over and over and over. So it's just a case of one anchor here, one piece of fluids cable here, then a blue piece of cable, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 more monitors. Oh my god. I'm actually screwing this up completely and utterly. I'm completely and utterly screwing this up. It's always a nuisance only having 8 blooming slots. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and voila. So just imagine this. Obviously, each one of these having a storage monitor just below telling you exactly what's in the one above. And then once we get past all the storage, all the deep storage, we're just going to have these monitors telling us what else is in the system. So yeah, this is going to be absolutely mental. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue getting on with this, making it all look absolutely swanky. Though, as for the design, what we want to have the floor and stuff to how to look, no idea yet. That we'll get onto much later date. And well over an hour or so later, looky what we have here. This is partially the finished article. Obviously, we still got all the other of these blooming storage monitors to place around the sides and stuff, but I think you can kind of get a good idea of what I'm going for. And all I'll say is, this is going to eat up an absolute astronomical amount of power, but it's just the case of now is the case of we can finally hook this thing up, and I think we left our little singularity thing in here. So let me just hook that up to there like so, and I don't know why I've still got some mana infused door, but I can worry about that in a minute. So now is the fun task of actually hooking this thing up. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. No, it's not exciting as going back and forth with God knows how many deep storage units just to make sure I've got everything out of the system that I need to get out. And have I got the remaining, no I haven't. Right, AMI interface, where are you? Oh, I've got tons there, so I only need a few. Right, let's just hook you up, my good friend. And do that. I don't know why I got 5 out, even though I only needed 1. Do that. Voila, we are now in business. Awesome stuff. So, I think the first one we got to hook up is this one here. So, save the settings. And go fly down. This is going to be annoying going back and forth constantly, just trying not to catch myself on here glitching out. Right, go here. Right, that's not meant to be the case. It's meant to be the case of we got to have a P2P channel there. And I seem to have screwed up somehow. Right, bagger. Right, we need to get our light blue cable, I think it is, and a P2P. Damn. I set it all up and I took it out. I don't know why I took it out. So there's our light blue. So where is our P2P? Aha! Right, perfect. Just grab 2 of them. Right, right, that goes like that. That goes there. Grab P2P. Like that. Now we just need to load our settings. Where the hell? Memory card's just there. Load that up like that. Oh, we need some power to get that thing jacked up. I can't believe I forgot that. Oh my god, what am I like? What am I like? Right, sell. No, wrong one. Right, try that again. Sell. Look enough, we have... Seriously, I don't have any cells in the system. Oh well, let's just create one very, very quickly. Like so. 1, 2. My god, there's got to be a quicker way of doing this. Really is. Seriously, I've got to craft all them? Right, there's got to be another storage cell around here somewhere that I can use. Gotta be one round here. Gotta be. Okay, looks like there isn't. Right, while I'm waiting for this to cook up, it's gonna be a fun job. Right, I'll be back as soon as this blooming thing decides to finish cooking up. I don't know how long it's gonna take, mind. There's nothing in the machines. Let me just check here, see if it's already finished. Oh, it's already done. Don't need to go away and come back. Right. Oh, we need to charge the bugger up, don't we? Right, back once we go. Try not to glitch out. Into this one. 3, 2, 1. Charged. Can't believe I forgot that part. These are a nuisance to try and fly by every single time I come past it. It's always a bloody nuisance. Not so when I come down into this section. Right. Pickaxe. Go. Put that there. Put that there. Voila. Nothing's hooked up at the moment. Yay! It works! It freaking works! Right, first stage done! Right, now the second stage. Let's at least hook up this first set, and this one at least has got to have the iron in, so that's 128,000, which is an absolute stupid amount. So, save the settings there. This one is the Scion. We've only got another stupid amount to go. going the wrong way as well. Right, Scion. Damn, got me getting myself trapped again. Right. Scion. Load that settings up. Give it a second. Come on. You know you want to work. Okay. Aha, there we go. Only took about 2 minutes. Right, we've only got about how many more? I think it's 5 more of these to go. So the next one we're going to have to do, just say in this case, lime. And I'll be back as soon as all the others are finished. And there we are, last one done. I'll just wait a second just for this to load into the system. Always seems to take forever. I think it's just registering some power. At least that's a good sign. Come on. Voila, how many got in here? 15. It's not as many, obviously, because we haven't got as many deep storage, but wow, this is amazing. That's now, I did check before, and know it's working. We just look in here, invalid machine, that's the wrong one. Look at that, freaking 101 million of that, 18 million of that, 1 million dirt, 1.5 million dirt. We got 128,000 freaking iron. That is absolutely blown idle. That is just nuts. And I think what we're going to do on here now, let's just grab one of these iron out. Like so. And I think all we have to do is just right click on there. I'll do it. Can we lock these up or something? Because I know you can lock something like the barrels up, but can you? Oh no, you just right click on it and boom, right. I've only got all these to do, so right, let's get all these done, and then obviously we'll come back once again. And finally here we are near enough done, apart from we got to put a couple more storage buses and put another one of these little storage monitors, but apart from that, I am so pleased with this. It looks absolutely amazing. Can't wait till we got the room fully designed, and it's just it's looking absolutely amazing. But even now, just looking at this, I'm just thinking, holy Christ, I am so impressed. And one thing I'm gonna have to find out is how much more power we're using. I'm sure we're using quite a bit more, because like with the quarry and stuff, we're using round about how much were we using? Round about 10,000. Have I got the quarry chest on me by any chance? I'm sure I had it. No, unless oh, it's back at spawn. Right, I can hook that up later on. But how much power are we actually consuming right now? Still only around about 10,000. Okay, that's not too bad. Right, I got an idea. Let me get the quarry hook back up. I'll be straight back. Right, quarry's hooked up. Let's see how much more power we're using. I'll be surprised if we're not using much more than, say, 15. Oh, you are kidding me! 11.7, 11.8. That's actually not too bad. That's actually amazing. We've got a quarry going with a speed 2 upgrade, and we've got all those monitors and storage bus. You think we're using an absolutely mental amount of power? I'm really shocked and surprised. I thought we were using a hell of a lot more just for all this, but I'm going to take that. I really am going to take that. And I also think on that note, look at that, we have now near enough officially moved out, apart from a few Britannia things in it and a few other little bits and bobs and stuff, but wow, I can't believe it. We've moved out. We're so excited. Oh my god. So now that leads me on to the quest of what the hell am I going to do on the next episode. Well, I'm not too sure at the moment. I'm thinking maybe nipping into back into Formcraft maybe for a little while, or do some other stuff around here. I haven't quite decided. I'll most likely decide within the next day or two. But anyways, I think on that note, I am gonna unfortunately end it here. So if you have enjoyed the episode, I really would like to see more of myself and the server. Please do make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, please do subscribe, because every single like, comment, and subscription helps my channel so much. And I'll see you next time.